Hello, welcome back to Factorio. I'm your host, ND, and quite a lot has happened. It's again why there's been a break in the videos, so on and so forth. I'll get into that in a moment. We'll start playing because I'm in tracks. It's been about 3 weeks. I did my last bout of recording, and I have been playing Factorio. Come up with a few new designs, a few new ways of doing things, fixed quite a bit of the problems I have. Really dark up there. Get sort that out. I have some. I've looked back through the videos, realised I really need to start using more beacons, even if they do consume power. Well, am I harvesting? I don't think I am. No. That's the point of harvesting trees, so that's quite nice. I'm assuming I'm supposed to do the tracks, so we'll start with the tracks today, because they're quite big. I've got then still full of stone. Tracks. Got enough bends. Never have too much dirt. Track. That will nicely fill up. Also decided to take them out of the slot there. This entire thing will change in the... I've decided I don't like them being permanent there. Late game. Early game is not so bad, but so. Go there. I use the large telegraph poles basically tell me how to map out my entire system. This is radar station number 1, and over here will be our docking base for all of my ores. Up there will be a refueling station map. So yeah, we'll map out from here. This does mean I'll probably oh. That was funny. Didn't expect that. Yeah, so I need more beacon. And I suppose actually map out. I need to map out. I'm gonna get into what I've been up to for 3 weeks. Why haven't I been recording? I ended up with pulmonary embolism. Spent about 4 days in hospital. I'm on strong painkillers, which is knocking me out. I'm not actually in much pain, but when I am in pain, it hurts. So I'm taking the painkillers just as a preventative measure. I don't want to be in pain. And my God, when it hurts, it really does hurt. I'm taking the painkillers just in case. It sounds a bit backward. Even to me, it sounds backward. But real, that's gonna get annoying. You know, even to me, it sounds a bit backwards. You shouldn't take painkillers unless you're in pain. But I know I'm going to be in pain, so I'm taking the painkillers. Yeah, I ended up in hospital, and basically I've been loopy for the past couple of days. Well, for the past 2 weeks actually. I've not been asleep. I've been eating. I really should do it properly. That looks so much better without the pollution. Yeah, I've been knocked for 6. That's basically be all and end all of the situation. There's not much you can say about it other than that. I do apologize if you've been watching the videos and you're like, oh, has he given up again? No, I have actually been ill for once. So, yeah, I apologize. I really do. It's not something I want. I didn't want to stop making videos. I even attempted to record a couple. I've actually done this sequence This is my second attempt at it. The first one being when I did try to do one when I got straight out of hospital. That's why I still can't remember what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. I got straight out of hospital, tried to record, realised I'm not recording nothing. Because I was babbling like I was supposed to. It's a bit worse. Yeah, it scared me as well. It scared me into a bit more action than other things normally would. So yeah, back to the game. Done listening to my personal life. No one actually cares all that much about my personal life, I'm sure. So, I tend to build these circles. Now this down here is going to be a one-way circuit. Don't need a circle. Actually, don't. I'll craft some cargo wagons. I've got a rough idea of placement. But I've got all of that to get through first. Miles away. This will go all the way up to the top. Over that for now. Probably won't actually start using the railway system for a hell of a long time because I don't have much early game. Anyone who uses railway systems like straight off the bat, the second you get them, you have a playing on a very difficult mode. In which case, hats off. Seriously, hats off. I'll be doing a series soon about that, like freaking major survival, surrounded by bugs, low. Yeah, when I get around to doing it, I'll do it. I'll run through the settings that I think I might have got just right for a really challenging map. Be generated, or hell, even just generated on this, just get harder. Hopefully, I've got the settings right. If I don't, then didums. Right. I really am babbling today. This is, as far as I'm concerned, the drugs really make you go a bit loop. I'm going to get lab efficient next because the oil I want to get done possible. Hopefully, by the end of today's recording, I'll have oil as well. Doubt it, but it would be nice. But keep those. Okay. Okay, that's quite nice. This turn, no matter how many times I played this map, this entire station down here has always come out slightly different every single time. Don't quite know how I manage that. Also, when it comes to trains, I generally stick with once the track's laid and the train's gone over it, you don't remove it. Don't go back picking up tons and tons of it. It just takes forever. You know, once it's down, once it's there, once it's been... I mean, if you make the odd mistake while laying the track, then go back, pick it up, reposition it. But, you know, once the station's been built, I'll pick up all the letters, I'll pick up all the... anything, really. But I'll leave the track there. Leave it there. Always make more. In these sandbox type games, if I was desperate for resources, yes, pick it up. Christ, yes, pick it up. I've been playing the campaign, and some of the maps it puts you on run out of resources so quickly, it's unbelievable. So, yeah, you know, yeah, I'm gonna need stone in a month. Yeah, basically, pick up everything you can if you're playing on a map with limited resources. This map, not so much. In my travels, I've also found this is by far not the best setup at all for coal-powered furnaces, basically. So scrap this, go back to 2 lanes or however many lanes you usually have of basically iron and coal. Stick your furnaces on each side. It's quite a common setup. You'll find plenty of examples all over the place. Set it up like such and just run your furnaces up and down, because the furnaces will not, get any benefit from beacons. Doing it leave this setup here with the factories and everything like I did when I was mapping it all out, or hell, get rid of the factories, recycle them. But leave this setup here, leave these main channels here, so you've got a good idea of where resources are supposed to go into your factory. Leave the furnaces in basically rows or columns, or there's literally very little point in trying to that setup that I've got running there. It's not as effective as really. I mean, it doesn't help that I haven't got that nearly filled. Right, so we've got the beginnings of the real network. I think I was describing the loop. The loops are very important. Like, really important. What you do is, you have your loop like so. And then, you don't go all the way up to the edge like that, you leave a gap. Connect it up. I mean, I suppose if you wanted, could go up to the edge like that and have a wider berth here. The only problem with that is that you're then tempted to go up to the edge on this one, and they can't go from this track straight onto that track. So I found better if you offset it just a little bit. Then you don't have to do a full circle to get onto the next bit of track. They can just kind of swing into it or swing out of it. What the circle does is, if you've got these at an end, they'll... You are kidding me. That's not good. That's not good. I would seriously... all of that building's gone first. Not a train's gone over it yet though, so I'm still well within my rights to pull all of this up and reposition it. Right, so that was false. That was false. All of that needs moving. Everything that I've just built now basically down. That's still that's gonna be fine when we get the sideways track. And this is why you complete each circle before you move. Because if you find your circle doesn't fit, you're gonna have problems. That circle off. Yeah, so basically the train can do a full loop here and carry on. Or if you've got 4 directions to go in, it can go in 4 directions. If you've got directions to go in, it can go in 2 directions. Stick a track straight through a loop, have a sideways so it can go straight through, or it can go sideways. You have your rail signals here, nothing in the loop. That means you've only got 1 train on the loop at any one time. It's the best way to control the trains I've found. Nothing seems to work better. I have friend players, and they design their slightly different. For starters, they're not as anal retentive about the circle and middles and all of that. Yeah, quite just reform. They have beautiful looking tracks, and half the time their trains get stuck, and they've asked how do I manage that, and I told them, and they carried on doing what they wanted to do. Fair enough, people. But it kind of irks me that he's come to me for help. I've told him how to fix his problem, or how I fixed the problem, I should say. Perfect. and I'll track just like this basically. And he turned around and said, nah, I'm still going to do my way. And his tracks still break 9 times out of 10. But hey, for life. Now, I know for a fact this is kind of copying off someone else's style. Or anyone thinks of it out to me. And the only thing about that is it really isn't. I've seen on I think it was a forum, someone asking for help designing their tracks. Someone turned around and gave this circle idea. And I kind of just put my hand to my forehead at the time and went, well, duh, that's like the simplest way. So if I do get anyone turning around and saying, oh, you just copied that off, blah, 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 stop claiming it as your own. People can have ideas at the same time. My greatest errors with this is space engineering. I can come up with ship designs in that, and then my most liked one is I created a welding arm, and I just finished showcasing it to a bunch of friends, and one of them turned around and said, hey, you've taken that straight off YouTube, you have. And I turned around, what? No, I haven't. And they pointed at the video, and I nearly wept. It looked like I'd just literally taken it straight off YouTube, put my own little spin on it, and said, look what I've made, ha 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 ha. And it was actually quite crushing. It's one of the small reasons why I've stopped doing YouTube videos on my stuff, because I don't call it a thief. I don't mind sharing ideas, but I'm not a thief. I can come up with my own ideas. I'm not the most intelligent person on the planet. I'm quite happy to admit that, but come on, something. So, rip up this track. No train's gone over it. I'm still well within my right. Plus, it's going to spoil the station. The refueling station's expandable, and I normally build it so it takes several trains at once. In fact, we'll go down back to the base and mode. You will notice I don't build tanks, I don't build the automobiles, they just get on my nerve. I've found things kind of just fast, if not. Generally, when you build a base, you have an outpost. Usually it's the trains. So have yourself a little hobby train. Get you to outpost to outpost. That's straight off the bat. The next thing I do is final para armor. I will show you when I get it. I have 2 axes in there and no batteries. Batteries are annoying at the best of times. At the worst of times, they just kind of break stuff. Yeah, I'm going to have to head back to the base anyhow for repairs. I've got a lot of track on me. I need this to empty as quickly as possible so I can get the track to build around. As you probably guess, I've not secured any of iron deposit yet. That's going to be a fun episode when I actually do out of iron. Which is probably why I should stop working on lab efficiency and start working on defensive tech. Where is laser turret? Have I unlocked? Yeah. Well, I've got to start on the oil process anyhow, so hopefully that should come quite quick. Hopefully, yeah. So I have been accused of plagiarism quite a few times now. Usually around space engineers, I've been accused of plagiarism. Factorio. I've been accused of plagiarism generally. And it does get to a point where I've got to hold up my hands and say, hey, hang on a second. 2 people can come up with the same solution. Is any of these working? 2 people can. I have set them working. Ha! Oh, balls. They've come after me, I hope, because I was out in the open there. Oh, yeah, I've got 6 for the ball, but I'll leave. I'll give it. Also, I realised I haven't got a chest system for potions yet, so I should use that. That many. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no, no. Now put that direction. This is why I don't like Oral Process. It brings this up again and again and again. And it does get very annoying. Does mean batteries will be on the inside edge, and I'll just remember that. Did realise I've not got blue potions just here as well. That's big. No. That's insane. La la la. That can go straight into a chest. I will have a chest. Let me that. There's on that edge. Back again and empty out some chest and go that edge. Down to the bottom. Bell at a time. That will eat that. Not the most elegant solution in the world, but it works. Like I said, I'm a fairly creative guy, not like super creative or things. I don't know what I'm up to. Fairly intelligent. I like to build. Really make smart and sensible. That's coming up to the half hour, so I do apologise for boring you. Rack lane episode that went slightly wrong. Well, that's late. So I remember what this nest is like. I don't know if I can take it. There's one worm. Could make a couple of nerds. Players ulting there. Have any better armor of you know what, I'll leave it. It's not like I'm gonna do it quite yet. Oh, yeah, I was gonna go. I bothered picking. So this track here, what happens is I just remember I came down to base spawn. Locomotive. Cargo. A lot of players, I've noticed, actually wait for logistics for a lot of their building. And I don't know if you've noticed, I'm kidding me. I'll set that up for engines. So, locomotives are going to be a while yet, by the looks of it. No way I can speed that up. I could button up the factory down. I'm actually quite low on copper by the look. That's simple. Guess some of this entire copper needs to like that. That bit. That was still. And there we go. Their frustration. I believe I forgot to set the engine. I think last time I tried to record this, I'd set the engine up as a first. I did a walkthrough. Little factory. Maybe I've just. I have no idea if I'm on. Don't know why I've not done it. That's general. They want. I know that. Slightly. And. Give the. Right. There is a general. I do like having a train just to back up the. I would like to have a train set up just so you know what I'm talking about. There is a general for building train station. So we'll just have to go off the general. Hey. So. Build your station up. Like you wouldn't. And then. What am I doing? I've gone completely off. This is off. See, now the problem I have is a handful of them. You'll have trains coming along here, trying to go to the well, no, actually they come along the bottom track. I'll show you now. The rail signals. So this basically says trains have to go along in the direction of the arrows. You have to come along here. Now, but the problem with putting the refuel station up at the top there is you get trains coming along here, but then they can't turn around because this circle here isn't big enough to get a full circle in. A bit like what happened to me before. The lake's in the way. So they have to go along this entire circuit just to get to the refuel station, and having all your trains backed up along that circuit is not good. It slows your oil production down, it slows your coal. Not that you really need a coal production. And it also stops that you train. I am trained for both jobs. That's a lot of bugs. What I ended up doing was I moved the station up. It also acts as a barrier against fighters. I don't mind because, and I'm not going to get this station done. So I've got to pause here, and I've got to say adios. Adios for now. I'll catch you in a 5-10 minute break.